Today, Russia fires strategic nuclear drills as a U.S.-Russia summit is delayed. Back home, the U.S. government shutdown enters day 22, now the second longest ever. Special education funding is being shifted. AI investment bubbles loom, job growth stalls, and trade mineral deals reshape global power. What does this mean for your job, your kids, and the American dream? Breaking right now, Russia has launched large-scale nuclear drills, missiles from submarines, strategic bombers over the Baltic, intercontinental weapons. The timing? A planned summit with the U.S. just delayed. This is not just strategy, it's signaling. Meanwhile, in the U.S., the government shutdown reaches day 22, now the second longest in history. Funding is frozen. Schools may lose oversight. AI investors are nervous. Jobs are slowing. Trade deals are shifting. This isn't just Washington gridlock. It's your phone, your paycheck, your child's classroom. Let's break down what's happening and why the American dream is at stake. 1. Foreign policy flashpoint. Russia's nuclear signal on. October 22, 2025, Russia announced major drills of its full nuclear triad. Ground-based ICBMs, submarine-launched missiles, long-range bombers over the Baltic Sea. The drills come as a summit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin was unexpectedly delayed. Russia says preparations continue, while the U.S. holds new sanctions ready. Why it matters. When a rival displays nuclear readiness, defense spending increases. That means budgets shift. Asterisk markets hate uncertainty. Companies pause investment when geo-risk spikes. Asterisk for everyday Americans. More budget pressure, less attention on domestic issues, more from global conflict. 2. The shutdown enters day 22. A domestic crisis as of today, the U.S. government shutdown has hit day 22, making it the second longest funding lapse in U.S. history. Roughly 900,000 federal employees are furloughed, millions more working unpaid or under threat. Historically, the longest shutdown, 35 days, 2018 to 19. Asterisk. The 1995-96 shutdown lasted 21 days, now overtaken. The effect is no longer theoretical. It's hitting air traffic, park services, nuclear oversight, and your utility bills. 3. Energy, travel, and infrastructure. Strain. The freeze on funding means travel and infrastructure are under stress. Delayed flights, reduced air traffic acceptance rates, airport backups. But now, heating aid for low-income Americans is stuck. Millions face higher utility costs this winter. When the engines of commerce stall, airports, highways, utilities, your job, your travel, your plans stall too. 4. Education oversight shift. What it means for families. The administration is moving forward with a proposal to shift the $15 billion special education program under the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, IDEA, from the U.S. Department of Education to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, HHS. Here's what parents need to know. Schools currently receive federal grants under IDEA to support children with disabilities, autism, IEPs, etc. With oversight shifting, funding flows, accountability, and services could change. States might get more flexibility, but also less federal monitoring. Asterisk. For millions of families, changes in who handles your child's services, how IEPs are enforced, and whether funding directly supports school districts or gets diverted elsewhere. In a time of shutdown and budget strain, changing this structure raises real risk for education equity and long-term mobility. 5. AI bubble risk. Hidden threat to the economy amid shutdowns and global tension, a quieter risk grows. The belief that the U.S. economy's tech growth engine, particularly around artificial intelligence, AI, may be overheating. Financial institutions, including the Bank of England and other global advisors, warn of valuations in tech AI being bubble-like. Arab News, 9. Why this matters. Tens of billions poured into AI startups, tech adoption, and hype. If investors pull back, jobs freeze, projects stall, valuations collapse. Asterisk. The U.S. economy is betting on high-tech growth to replace old engines, A correction could slow job growth, slow innovation, hinder manufacturing. Asterisk for you. Even if you're not in tech, your pension, commute, children's jobs depend on the broader engine. When it sputters, the ripple hits hard. 6. Trade, rare earths, and global strategy. Back on the global front, the U.S.-Australia rare earths deal, $8.5 billion, remains central to reducing China's dominance in critical minerals. But now, with Russia's nuclear drills and AI risk rising, the strategic context grows more complex. Critical minerals support EVs, defense systems, battery tech. If supply chains get disrupted, costs rise, jobs vanish, tech shifts overseas. Your job, your company may depend on those invisible minerals. 7. What it means for the American dream: mobility. Opportunity, stability. The American dream isn't about one paycheck. It's about believing your efforts build a future. But when the government stalls, global risk rises, funding for children shifts, and the high-tech engine overheats, that belief fractures. Whether you're a parent of a disabled child worried about IEP funding, a worker whose job depends on supply chains, or a college student eyeing tech jobs, the currents of politics and economy are catching up to you. 8. What comes next in scenarios ***, best case scenario. Shutdown ends this week. Funding returns. Drills diplomacy diffuses. AI investments stay steady. Schools stay supported. ***, medium case scenario. Shutdown lingers. Some programs collapse. Education oversight gaps form. Tech pullback hurts growth. ***, worst case scenario. Shutdown drags into months. Critical agencies lapse. Special education chaos emerges. AI bubble bursts. Global frontlines tense. The dream stalls. The key watch points? * Senate vote on funding expected today and White House meeting. * notices to states about special education funding shifts. * corporate reports on AI investment freeze or pullback. * Russian, US, NATO further actions following nuclear drills. Closing, so ask yourself, will America's systems, from school funding to nuclear deterrence, hold while politics drags? Which thread worries you most? The shutdowns reach into your home, the shift in your child's education, the looming tech bubble, or the foreign policy flare-up? Share your thoughts below. If you're new here, subscribe and join us tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Remember, stability isn't automatic. Sometimes the weakest link breaks when you least expect it.